People often get angry or frustrated with it. They say, why is it like this? Why can't it be cleaner?
The solid waste and liquid waste, minute to minute problem. It's not like office files, just keep it for next 1 month and process next month.
Why do we have to depend on the locals? Why can't we bring in people from outside and just work with them?
The local people are the experts. We need not to ask them to go for 10 kilometers away, go and work and come. Local problems are there, the local people are there. Many people, they plant the banana tree in the home and divert the bathroom water there.
Yes.
So without knowing that it's a grey water management, they're doing that.
How do you see that this project could be technically replicated? What are the things that people should understand?
Not only they're replicating, they're giving support of the saplings, whatever the saplings you need, and we will create and give you. That can go back to the people, and the people's money will come back to us. The milk yielding will be more. Again, people getting more income from this. So everybody get benefit. Win-win situation, we can normally call it.
To sustain it in a longer run and to replicate this model everywhere, what visions do you have?
All these things I didn't expect that while starting this project. I thought the wastewater management to be done. When a big parade happened there, they want to cross this road and take a photo. People coming and taking selfie.
Looking at it from the scientific perspective, the things that we are doing, the things that we're producing, the nutritional value of things, do you have a thing to say about that?
Farmer need not to take everything sample in the lab because of the experience you can tell. But the scientific world need the results. But after doing all this thing, I have a little bit doubt with my own water. Because this is a ganda pani they're telling, wastewater. Why can't we give the water also for some testing?
Hello and welcome to another episode of Mindful Moments. When we talk about our own minds, where is it that it wanders? What catches our eye? What catches our attention? And whenever we see something that is worthwhile, when our attention holds to that place, we see that it is either something beautiful, either something clean, either something which is green, or something that makes us feel happy. When we look at a world around, sometimes we feel that we are struggling with many of the issues that are around us. One of the common factors that people today encounter is the pollution, whether it is the pollution of land resources or water resources or just air pollution, noise pollution. We often complain about these problems, but if we want to look for solutions, where should we go? And in the last episode, we were talking to Srinivasan ji, and he very rightly mentioned that the solution lies within. If you have a problem, the answer to that problem also lies within. And that is where we should all begin. Today, we have him in the studio and we will talk to him about how do we understand this? How do we look for these solutions? When we have these solutions, how do we make them sustainable? How do we make it profitable? What else do we need to know about when we take up these things? So let's speak to him and gather more wisdom. Srinivasan ji, welcome to the show again.
Yeah.
First of all, it is very thoughtful for any person to venture into something like this. We understand that as an idea, often people say that there is nothing more powerful in the world than an idea which has come to its time. And it is that time today where we all see that there are issues of pollution, different kinds of pollution, plaguing our villages, our towns, our cities, megacities, capitals. So each one of us today wants to live in a better place, in a cleaner surrounding. And you gave us an example of how a cleaner village could be created, especially when there is drainage water, when there is water waste management systems that you called water resource management. Just to begin the conversation, naturally when people see a problem, when you see pollution, when you see something dirty, people often get angry or frustrated with it. They say, why is it like this? Why can't it be cleaner? Especially people who have traveled abroad, who have seen something which is a cleaner city, they often complain about this, especially when it comes to developing countries. They see this comparison. How do you see? Does it frustrate you? Does it make you angry when you see things that are not in place, when things are thrown around? without being mindful, or thoughtlessly people are polluting? What happens to you?
See, I'm basically from NCC and NSS in my college and school life. That time, a lot of resource persons attended the program. They shown the reality in India, what's happening. So, as a student, we learn, we just listen. But once we complete and come to the society, we see the reality there, multiple times bigger than that. Now. So, in that case, we could not feel angry about that. Instead of that, we have to see some solution in this. So, for that, we try to put all the ideas together and see what showcase one model should speak. So in that case we have to identify the suitable place, suitable project president or chairman or the district administration where we get the support, where we put this project. Like that, first thing what we have to understand is any local bodies in India, they have 5 important roles to play. The first role they have to play is they have to provide a drinking water to the people, whether you are going to give the drinking water morning and evening or 24 hours or once in 2 days, once in 3 days or once in a week. But people need regular water supply. So that's through pipeline is feasible. One time you fix pipeline and provided water, panchayat road is over. So people are happy now water is coming. Panchayat people also sitting in the office quietly, no problem. Second thing, they need to provide the road connectivity for each and every house, roads. So whether it's a mud road or a concrete or a tar road, whatever you give, just one time road making, you just hand over the road to them. So people enjoying the road. The Panchayat road is over. Third, street lights. In the night time, people walking in the street, they need some light to cross the roads and other things. For them, street lamp post have been fixed, some light connected, problem is over. Or some houses, birth or death happens, they go and come to the office and they have birth and death certificate whenever they need. So work is over. But the solid waste and liquid waste, minute to minute problem. There, all the local bodies fails because they have no practice to address all these things. For this, you need time management. That means morning 7 o'clock, you have to go for collection. That means first you have to learn the time management. Anytime going and coming is not there because people are going for job. So they have to finish their work and they're going. 7 o'clock, if you go, people will offer the dabba to you. If you're going 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11, nobody is there. They're locked and gone. Let the people throw the garbage out. The time management very important. So the time management they have to learn. And the condition of the road, slopes, vehicles should come from the top to bottom instead of going bottom to top. All this route mapping, where to establish the alarm center, all these things are there. Same thing for wastewater also. Once garbage means it's stinking in the wastewater is flowing in the drainage. If it blocks, a whole drain will be stagnating. Once wastewater is stagnating, then mosquito breeding started. Like that, one problem become two problem, two become four problem, four become 16 problem. Like automates multiplying. So it's a sanitation issue. So it's not like office files, just keep it for the next 1 month and process next month. It's have to address it. That is practice is not available in the local bodies. There we need to create a local bodies, SHGs. So separate team for this project. So we locally identified the women self-help group or gen self-help group and trained them in a systematic manner. I explain all the environment issues, everything, and time management, all these issues. And then we offer them certificate and put them in the job. Means they are equipped to handle it. So in that case, every time we start this project, first people see that these all people, mad people coming and doing something in the road. And they laugh on you and go. So we know that this all will happen. We'll because already these people are trained people. They know what's going on. While doing stage by stage, even people criticize, we are not bothered about that. Morning 6 o'clock, early morning comes and start. So we put more effort to bring it alive. So by the end of that whole process, people start surprising. It is all possible to see in our village. Especially last time I presented one photo where the entire thing is completed. The photo has been used for preparing invitation. So the person taken the photo and given to the DTP center locally, put this photo and put the date and venue of the invitation. He prepared all the invitation, everything. While giving, he asked, "Sir, which country it is?" He could not believe it's his own village. Could not even believe it's in India. So that means they're able to see the international standard here.
Wonderful. This is where people see, where I see problems, I do not see defeat, but I see opportunities in those problems. And that is the kind of attitude, that is the kind of mindset a person needs to have. And that is when you can be a change maker, when you can really do something that can change the society for better. Talking about your project, you mentioned about involving self-help groups. Of course, today we have many government programs like the Narega program, the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Schemes, and there are many programs like this. And when you want to involve the self-help groups, the local people who have to be part of this project, why are they important? Why do we have to depend on the locals? Why can't we bring in people from outside and just work with them?
See, normally, if you want the project to be successful, we should bring the local technologies, the known technology, which is their forefathers and they're regularly using, but they don't know this is a technology. They're practicing, but they don't know this is a technology. Simple thing. For example, many people they plant the banana tree in the home and divert the bathroom water there.
Yes.
So without knowing that it's a grey water management, they're doing that. So now we are making it in a proper way. Where to plant, how many feet gap you have to plant the banana trees, how many feet coconut trees you have to plant, and why we have to plant in this method. All these things we are teaching in a scientific manner and bring the people to the same thing. So that means local technology involving the local people and the local species of the plants. And whatever they know, that only we brought. We are not bringing anything new out from that. So because based on that, the local people are the experts. We need not to ask them to go for 10 kilometers away, go and work and come. Local problems are there, the local people are there. So we need them to bind together. We made it. First thing. Second thing, these SHGs are experts already. They are all well matured and married, and people are living in that village years together. Now they are happy to see that their jobs are coming in the doorsteps. But initially, people criticize all things. But because of the training time, they understood the importance. Whatever the work they're doing, that will help other people's child to celebrate the next birthday. Otherwise, one single mosquito is enough to finish the life.
True.
So whatever the job they're doing is a pride. They feel that, yes, what I'm doing is good. It's not a below dignity job. That mentality they are getting by the end of the training. That's why the training is very important. End of the training, they see, yes, we are ready to go and do this. And also the local women self-help group, we normally identify the needy people, especially widow and the lady, isolated lady, there's no other option for her, differently able person, then fire injured, where they didn't get another opportunity to go and work. So we can try to give the opportunity for the needy people and also BPL families, below poverty line families, so that let them come out on that list, BPL list. And we are able to generate and give them 7,500 to 9,000 rupees per month from this project.
Wonderful. This is not just creating a better village or better locality or better town, not only just providing better sanitation, but also increases the community health. There are no mosquitoes, better managed systems here. So what a person who is working in the field of cleanliness is actually contributing to the community health. He or she is building the health of the community, the health of the village, and that itself is quite an empowering job in its own regard. A little bit about the project. How do you see that this project could be technically replicated? What are the things that people should understand? What are the things that they should know about the know-hows of the project? Could you tell us about it?
Yeah, actually, if you watch this, the person who planted in the day one, watching the same result.
Yeah.
And up to now, they achieved and they're maintaining it. Now we have to take the project to next level. For example, we need monthly income to be generated. So from this, we are just starting to support other gram panchayats. For that, we just take the slips that we call it as grass cuttings, and then that slips have been created and like a nursery like this. So now they are supporting the next village. For them, they created the whole system, and through this, they are creating the sapling for the next gram panchayat to replicate the same thing there. So this SHG is doing, that SHG will come and learn from them. I need not to go again. They are learning. Yes, if these people are doing, I also can do in my village.
Do it, yeah.
That first starting trouble is there. Once you complete one gram panchayat, that gram panchayat will replicate everywhere. Same thing. So not only they are replicating, they are giving support of the saplings. Whatever the saplings you need, we will create and give you. So that means whatever the sapling we created, and that they are purchasing from us, and their money coming to this gram panchayat. Like that, one gram panchayat overlaps to others. And now you can see the root system, how the root system spreads. This root system we are creating in between the drainage and road. There is a mud. There this root system forming. Not one single plant, different multiple plants are forming. So the entire mud in between the road, concrete road and drainage, concrete drainage wall, between that whole mud will be completely root system. This is the roots.
Mm.
Multiple roots. For example, we put the creepers, like we call dondaka, ivy gourd. See the creepers. That creepers are trunk. The root system in the bottom. They are pouring the water only in the root system. The root system takes everything, and through this stem, it's carrying the nutrition to the plants. So where we are polluting the vegetables,
Mm.
we are giving the water only in the soil. We are not even sprinkling the water anywhere of the plants.
Yeah.
So you can plug the leaf and eat. And we are pouring the water only in the root system. The root system has a capacity to suck all the nutrients.
Mm.
That is the nature. We cannot bring any technology for this. No machines can do easily in way. Sucking all the nutrition, whatever nutrition you want, you just suck everything, nitrogen, phosphorus, whatever you want, just taking everything from the root system. And that transferred to the plants. One thing. Second thing, the plants start blooming.
Mm.
Automatically the butterflies, bees been attracted. Here the lot of white flowers are coming in the boundary. So lot of butterfly comes in the night time. That attracts the white color flower. Cross pollination happening there. Daytime other flowers are blooming. Again, a lot of butterflies and bees are coming in the daytime. So nature is coming back to the system. All the, we so far, because in the people are running towards the money, we lost all our nature. Now we are seeing the nature. All these things I didn't expect that while starting this project. I thought the wastewater management to be done. So I just started the project, but stage by stage I'm seeing a lot of nature is coming back to our living area. So flowers are blooming, butterflies are coming, dragonflies are coming and are sitting here and there. Squirrels are happily running here because some fruits are blue. Sometimes the vegetables are hidden inside the creepers. Then slowly ripes. Then only we come to know there is some vegetables we left. Then the squirrels start attracting. They start coming and eating, and they know there is some fruits are there. So they start visiting regularly. So the vegetables are there plucking, and some now we understood. Okay, birds need some fruits, and nighttime bats coming and picking all the fruits and running. So that way we have to enjoy. It's not a project. We can enjoy the day by day. New different things are happening. And if there is a pest issues coming, again the birds have been attracted. See how many birds they start nesting. They're laying eggs. They're believing us. That's the beauty I am seeing. They're believing the human being. See that where the nesting
Mm.
nest is there towards the road. That means normally the birds hide themselves,
Yeah.
but they put the entrance of the nest towards the road because they're seeing that our people are helping this bring the greenery. They believe us. They put the entrance towards our entry, and they're laying the eggs. So that means just imagine how the nature coming close to us. The birds start coming everywhere. They all start because the early morning they comes and picks like maximum worms or beetle or whatever they need. They picks. So automatically natural pest control happen.
Mm.
Pest spraying is not at all required. Worst case, we can go for some neem or other things, local thing we can do. But most of the time, our birds helping us.
Mm. This is such a beautiful example of how nature restores itself. If you allow nature to work, nature will restore itself and it takes care of its own ecosystem. Today, we've been talking about the world today thinks about restoring biodiversity. There is so much of biodiversity loss, so much of species that are disappearing. But now, if just by addressing one problem,
Yes.
we are actually solving so many other things, and it is quite visible from the work that you're doing.
Not only that, once you've seen that, children are so enjoying.
Mm.
Children never seen this in their life because they've seen the garbage, stinking sewage in their area. Suddenly, some magic is happening in front of them. So the students wants to go through this road. So you can when a big parade happened, they want to cross this road and take a photo. People coming and taking selfie. So that means the younger generation come to see this new development.
True.
At least we need to give them opportunity to do this.
So, as we understand this, that there are more and more people who are attracted to this because naturally this is inspiring in itself. And like you said, we need not be trying to portray our work, but our work itself will speak for itself. And when the work speaks, when the change that we have brought about speaks, and that inspires people to bring about a change in themselves. So, when this has to go out to other people, when more and more people could take this and make it as a sustainable model for themselves, not just for the sake of money. Like you said, this would also generate money. People would get employment out of it.
Yeah.
They could earn profits out of it, but also to sustain it in a longer run and to replicate this model everywhere. What visions do you have? What kind of motivation would people require?
See, issue is, India is not one single. Tamil Nadu has a different culture, different way of living life. Andhra, Karnataka, all these places. So according to the nature condition, according to climatic condition, we have to change the species of material we are using there. For example, in South India, normally we want to use the coconut, palm tree, and other species which is growing in a good sunlight, require something. Same thing if you come to the North India, the temperature again changes. So there, the local species are available. We try to use that type of species, and which is important for their people. For example, north or south are using the fodder because cattle everywhere, especially where I'm as advisor for Andhra government right now. I'm seeing a lot of buffaloes, plenty of buffaloes. For example, there's 1,650 family, but 3,000 buffaloes.
More buffaloes than people.
So in that case, where they will get food? So then in that case, you concentrate much in the fodder grass. If it is in Tamil Nadu, I can go for subabul trees. Every 5 feet, 3 feet, I can go for suitable plants and some tree species, shrub and grass mixed together. So that can go back to the people, and the people's money will come back to us. The milk yielding will be more. Again, people getting more income from this. So everybody get benefit. Win-win situation we can normally call it. Like that, we have to identify the proper species. Why have used the ivy gourd? Because the people in Andhra Pradesh like the ivy gourd. That they call it the dondaka. So that creeper also supporting the nature, where once you plant it in the soil, it will stay for next 2 years. Not Karela or Loki and other things and all, just 2 or 3 months it will finish. But they stay for 2 years. That's a big example. So now I'm planning to take the same method to South India also, especially Tamil Nadu and other places also, because it all grows there also. But before that, I'm not aware about that ivy gourds character. Now I understood. So now I'm taking the Andhra message to Tamil Nadu also. Whatever available spinach in Tamil Nadu, we brought into Andhra Pradesh now. So like that, we are able to exchange that. So whenever we want to make it successful according to the local, species, local people's culture, local people requirement, all these things you have to consider and then select the species. And then if you go, then it will be worth. Sustain will be very easy for them.
Srinivasanji, when you show these examples, when you show the results that have come out of it, it naturally motivates people to do something on their own. And with the kind of resources and guidance that is available, everybody would like to replicate and do it for themselves. And like you rightly pointed out, is to understand the indigenous culture, to understand what is available locally, to understand the local culture, and to promote not just local culture, but also about local flora and fauna that is naturally available there, and respecting the ecosystem that is available there, creates a beautiful example for people to see for themselves. Looking at from the scientific perspective, the things that we are doing, the things that we're producing, the nutritional value of things, do you have a thing to say about that and how that goes about?
See, now we are in scientific world. Whatever we are telling, we have to prove scientifically. Otherwise, our people won't accept easily. So in that case, first, as I told you, we start focusing in vegetables and flowers and other things. Like for example, you can see the flowers. So now we can see flowers, vegetables coming out from that, and the watering we done only in the roots. Nowhere we sprinkle the water anywhere on the plants. That's the main thing we did, and the same thing we also trained the people. That's a very important thing. And then the results. We thought we can see the bunches. So that means the results, the high level nutrition they're getting is a proof. But how can you tell all these things by scientifically? This all we know. Farmers knows very well. Farmer need not to take everything sample in the lab because of the experience you can tell. But the scientific world need the results. So what I have to do? I just taken the sample of the vegetables and given to the lab. See the lab test results. All the components they checked. So that means nature plays its role. We need not to go and test the nature with lab. Even if you want to test in the lab, see the result. All things are excellent results came out.
Yeah.
This is a ivy gourd. And then some people criticize, okay, if I give the grass to my buffalo, what will happen to my buffalo? So then I just take the napier grass sample, see that sample. In that only one thing is a little bit shortage they told. That shortage can be balanced in some other area. But remaining 99% are excellent result. So that means buffalo can eat the grass. Nothing will happen to buffalo. But after doing all these things, I have a little bit doubt with my own water. Because this is a ganda pani they're telling, wastewater. Why can't we give the water also for some testing? So I've just taken the water from the drainage after treatment. Now you can see the water quality. See the quality of water. Just I added cow dung, cow urine, Gannicarus, that is sugarcane water, 48 hours fermentation, bacteria is ready. That bacteria I added in the tank and went with air mobiles. That's all. See the quality of air, water. Pale yellow color water is ready. This water only we are using for the plants, pumping this to the water tank. And this water also I given to the lab for testing. Now they found 7 different issues are there. Some problems are there. That's the problems they indicated by red color. Then I found the problem in the water, but the same problem is not there in the plants.
It is there in the water, but not in the plants.
Not in the plants and not even in the products.
Mm.
That means the roots, plants knows, nature knows what to do. How can identify the material and suck that and use for plants? What are the things they don't know? They're not touching that even.
Mm.
So that is the scientific proof we proved. Now the scientific world understood. Yes, this is going on. Now I sent it this reports and all gone to Delhi, and now the drinking water supply and sanitation department they given recognition to this, and they told okay other gram panchayats also can take forward this. So like this one step from other step. Now we are moving, and finally we have to prove we have proved that to scientific world also. Now you can see if you are interested, take this very simple project with local material, local technology involving the local people. This will be viable in a developing country like India and other people. So even developed country can do this, and also we are trying to bring this type of projects in urban area now, where urban people also should enjoy this nature.
Wonderful, Srinivasan ji. It is such a lovely interaction to listen to what you had to say. Not just listen to you, but also to see hands-on on what you have done and what local people coming together using the local resources could bring about a change. And this is something which is very indigenous. This is not something borrowed from somebody else, but this is the creativity of the soul that brings it out. And you show what nature is capable of doing. Even when something is polluted, nature has the capacity to filter it out.
Yes.
And to bring out the best to you. And I think for that, I congratulate you, and I congratulate everyone who were involved in this project. And I wish the very best for you for the coming days. And I hope and I sincerely wish that this gets replicated and more people
Definitely.
join this movement, and they also create a cleaner India, a better world, a cleaner world for everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you. Friends, on this episode, we spoke to C. Srinivasan ji about how a problem of sanitation, how the problem of polluted water, polluted resources could not be a problem at all if you change your mindset, if you stay positive, if you want to do something, if you want to bring about a change in the world, you have to start for the solutions inside. When you start looking inside, you will find solutions. Everything is possible. And Dadi Janki, who was also appointed as the Swachha Bharat ambassador, used to say that nothing is impossible. With determination, everything is possible. On that note, I take leave. Thank you. Om Shanti.